Now we all know what the #1 mistake is, giving out too much treasure, especially magic items, to our D&D players. However, the #2 mistake, only slightly less well known, which can lead to a suboptimal game just as easily, and that many dungeon masters overlook, is not placing treasure correctly. When you are designing an adventure for your players, there is a right way and a wrong way to place treasure and loot. Part 1, Loot Placement Theory. #1, don't place all the loot in one place. You want to encourage exploration and going to all the different areas of the adventure. And when you place loot in different places in that adventure, this is what you're doing. Some loot should also be easily found and other loot not so much. Characters poking around the various areas of an adventure trying to see what they can find is a main part of the game and deeply appeals to some players. Now, not all. Some players would rather just have everything fall into their laps, but many players love the challenge and mystery of trying to find cool loot hidden about. Spreading loot throughout an adventure location also encourages your players to complete the entire adventure. I mean, if players know that all of the loot can be found in one spot, such as the treasure chamber near the boss, in a chest near the boss, or on the boss themselves, the players may just decide to bypass everything they can to just get to the loot. I mean, because getting cool loot is something that appeals to many players, and fighting through everything to get it may not. I mean, you don't have to fight through it. There are other ways to overcome obstacles and challenges in the game, but you get my point. So if the boss always just has the loot, some players will just blaze through the adventure as quickly as possible, skipping everything they can to just get to the boss. But when you spread the loot around the adventure, it encourages them to explore everything to get all the loot. Now, you might say that that's just punishing players who want quick rewards, but I will say this, not all your players will see it that way. Many players want to play through the entire adventure, not just skip half of it. So when there is an element that helps encourage other players who do want to skip stuff not to do so, it helps those players who don't want to skip stuff enjoy the game more. And I hope that made sense. By the way, if you're finding this video useful, despite my inability to speak and make comprehensive sentences, please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment for YouTube's merciless algorithm down below. Let us know where you like to place loot in adventures, or something really cool that was an adventure once, but your players never found it. #2, it's okay if characters don't find all the loot. The loot tables in the Dungeon Master Guide literally say that it is presumed that characters won't find everything. I mean, they're supposed to miss some stuff. That's how the tables are balanced. And for pre-made adventures such as those that we publish in Lair magazine, it's the same thing. It's assumed that characters are going to miss some of the loot, and that's okay. Remember that D&D 5th edition is balanced so that characters do not need a whole bunch of magic items and gold and loot to keep pace with the game's challenges. And that only gets more and more true as they release more powerful character options, which they tend to like doing. And my suggestion here as well is to never tell your players what they missed or where it was. Part of the fun is the mystery of not knowing what you missed. It encourages you to explore the next dungeon or adventure location that much better. I mean, somebody might say that telling them encourages them to explore better too, because they know they missed something last time. So that point might be a wash, but #3, repurpose loot. If the characters did miss something really cool, you could just put it somewhere else in a future adventure. I mean, it's perfectly fine to do that. There's nothing saying that you can't.
Hello there, welcome to the sleazy plug for today's video, brought to you by Describe.
Actually, the preferred terminology is sponsored message, not sleazy plug. We really do need to strive to be professional about these things.
Oh, I know, I just have a really small brain and this is hard for me. Do you think the fine folk at Describe will even notice? I mean, I bet they're really busy right now creating amazing narrative descriptions dungeon masters can use to make their games even more awesomer.
It's not a matter of getting caught, it's about professional integrity.
Well then, why did Describe hire me, of all people, to do this sleazy plug?
Well, probably because they recently released a new vehicle collection containing narrative descriptions of vehicles and mounts for land, sea, air, and space travel.
Ooh, that sounds really cool for people who just got the new Spelljammer books. I bet they'd find the vehicle collection really useful.
Exactly. Whether you're sailing the Sword Coast in the Forgotten Realms, piloting an airship in Eberron, or captaining a spaceship in Spelljammer, Describe's finely crafted boxed text can help you describe the perfect scene to your players.
Oh, this is so cool. cool. I'm so glad Describe paid us to do this sleazy plug. Thank you, Mr. Wizard, for explaining all that. I'm pretty sure I would have really screwed that up.
Indeed, I'm sure you would have.
Check out Describe for free at the link below. And if you do get a paid subscription, use the discount code the DM Lair to get 10% off. Yeah.
Part 2, where to place loot. All right, now we're gonna hit a whole bunch of places where you can throw loot in your games for players to find. Number 1, NPC Quest Giver. I mean, this is really just part of the adventure hook for your adventure. The NPC Quest Giver promises X treasure or reward if the characters help with the problem at hand. Then, when the characters finish the adventure, they return to the NPC Quest Giver, whose little explanation point or a question mark has now turned around, and they can get their reward. It starts as a question mark, and then when you complete the adventure and are eligible for the reward, I think that's when it turns into an exclamation point. Isn't that the way that works? Number 2, on monsters throughout the adventure. I mean, this is a no-brainer, right? You kill some monsters, you go search their bodies, you find some cool stuff. Coins and gems work really well for this, but perhaps there might be a minor magic item on them as well. Number 3, in plain view. Items of low value or moderate value that serve a purpose in the world are often in plain sight. You can find collections of books in the library, alchemy equipment on workbenches, herbs hung to dry, silverware made of gold or silver or platinum or something on the tables or in the china cabinets. Number 4, concealed areas. These are items that are not in plain sight, but they're not exactly hidden that well either. For instance, dressers, cabinets, chests, and the like are great places to conceal valuables. This is where you're gonna place things that you care about, that you can't carry about with you everywhere you go, but you don't want people just being able to see and make off with too easily. Number 5, secret areas. Other items, things of even greater value, might be intentionally hidden and harder to find. You could have secret rooms, or there could be false bottoms in that chest or dresser. And again, this is where you're gonna put the really good stuff: platinum pieces, expensive gems, magic items, unless the monsters would want to use them themselves. Number 6, on the big bad. Now yes, the boss of the adventure is likely to have some of the most valuable treasure, either on their person or in a treasure vault, in a chest in their quarters, or the like. And they're usually going to be using major magic items themselves if they can, or have them safely hidden away. By the way, if you'd like a list of alternative rewards that you can give your players, stuff besides just gold and magic items, you should check out our rewards and recognition system. Not only did we create several other really cool things to reward characters with, but we broke it down by level of play. You can get rewards and recognition in the May issue of Lair magazine, Coin and Courage. I'll throw a link down below to where you can grab it. And for free Dungeon Master resources, don't forget to go to thedmlair.com, where we publish new adventures, monsters, traps, magic items, and other cool stuff every single week. Or if you just want to binge on more videos, right here are a couple really cool ones that you can check out. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.